this is Pastor Rick, and I want to welcome you to the Sunday Forum on this Sunday, July the 11th. And I'm really pleased that Theresa Shaw is joining me here for the Sunday Forum as we talk about this very important topic here at Emmanuel, the topic of stewardship. So welcome, Theresa, to the Sunday Forum.
Thank you.
Now, when we talk about stewardship, I mean, what comes to your mind? What's important to you and for all of us as we embrace this basic concept, really, in the church of stewardship?
Well, one thing I have to say is this, and a lot of times when I say stewardship, everybody runs. But I also want to say, too, you chose a color for the presentation of green that said money. But I really want to get over to everyone that stewardship isn't just about money. It is so much more. Stewardship is really about your time, talent, and your treasures. And so
we defined it 6 months ago, that idea of time, talent, treasures. I think that's often in people's minds. It's something we've heard before, but here's a more formal definition of stewardship. It's managing all of God's gifts, so
that's
all
right.
3 T's, within a specific community and then for a specific purpose. So again, not fundraising, it's a bigger topic, isn't it?
So much larger. Now, when you look at time and talent and your treasures, we're talking about generosity. So now, you know, that's a cultural change for most of us because we think of stewardship and financial and money, but no, generosity is giving and supporting each other. And you think about all the things that happen. What do you get from church? And what is your purpose? And God gives us a purpose to do many things. And it's not always financial. It's taking those talents that you have and using them.
So with this emphasis, you're really going about stewardship here at Emmanuel in a different way than we have in the past. Would that be fair to say?
That's fair to say.
Okay.
Last year, we started with a 12-month. That stewardship would go 12 months, and it was beautiful. Stewardship doesn't go away. It's just not a 3-month campaign.
And when you go about a 12-month stress on stewardship, you've got a whole team behind you, don't you?
Oh, we have a great team. We've got Bob Gooden, who is the chair. We've got Gordy Springer.
Okay.
We've got Jerry Tustrode. We've got Rolf Belgian. We've got Glenn Brunlin, Kate and Chuck Gass. And so we just have a whole group. And you know what? They come wanting to help. And every year I ask them, is there anybody that wants to step down? And they don't, because they get it.
So you've got all this talent behind the scenes helping you lift up stewardship here. And we also want to keep the focus that it's on more than fundraising, more than money. And so we have asked Tom Jackson to come and give a testimony about how he approaches stewardship in his life. Let's listen to Tom right now. As you can see, I'm here in the home of Tom Jackson, chair of the church council, and he wanted to talk about some other aspects of stewardship. Tom?
Well, so oftentimes people say the word stewardship and everybody thinks money, giving of money. But you know, there's an old phrase that's been around a long time that stewardship is made up of time, talent, and treasure. And treasure, by the way, is just another word for money. So I would like to talk about the things that are important to me right now is time and talent. You know, this is how I feel. God has provided everything I have. Whatever I have, God provided it. If it's physical things, if it's earthly things, or if it's a talent or an ability or something, I owe it to God. And therefore, I need to be a good steward of everything that He's given me. So let's look at time for a moment. When you get involved with time and talent, if you're using your talent, you're going to spend some time. You're going to spend time. And I spend quite a bit of time right here at Emmanuel. And talent, gosh, if God's given me any talent or ability or anything, I just want to be able to use it to help others and to move us forward and those kinds of things. So that's I think you have to be able to facilitate. I think you have to be able to lead. And if God's given me any of those talents, then that's what I want to do with it. And so that's kind of what my stewardship is all about. And I just believe that in order for us to be good stewards, we have to recognize what God has given us and then use it in a productive and good fashion.
Thanks, Tom, for sharing and lifting our eyes up to understand that stewardship is about more than just money. So, Theresa, it was wonderful to hear how Tom Jackson practices stewardship in his own life. And as you said, it's not just about money, it's about how we manage our skills and our abilities. We're also looking to the future because God has given us a big vision of mission here at Emmanuel, and we're looking at the feasibility of what ministry will look like in the future. Can you tell us about what the plans are?
Oh, well, we're excited. We are getting ready to do a feasibility study, and this will help us with clarity, mission, and our vision, just to make sure that we all understand our mission, what our visions are for the future, and how ready are we with all the wonderful things that we've got going on. We just have so many wonderful ministries, and we're excited. And so this will give us the opportunity to find out just where are we with our mission, vision, and the growth of Emmanuel Lutheran Church.
I love that, Theresa, because there's so much going on here that bringing all that together with some clarity, especially the focus and mission and vision, and then what assets has God given us to move into the future. So do you have any final thoughts about where we're going in the future and how stewardship will help us in managing that?
Well, if you look at the future, we continue to grow. And Pastor Bliese, there are so many people out there in the world that need us. And so our work has just begun. And we have a beautiful park. We have all of our ministries working hard. And so we've got to get moving, because that's what God has called us to do.
I love that stress, and it's a wonderful way to close out our Sunday forum, because when we're talking about stewardship and managing all these gifts that God has given, even managing the vision, it's not for our own benefit, is it? I mean, it's to serve the world, it's to serve our neighborhood, or as we like to say, we're one church, multiple communities that we're serving. And so thank you for lifting up this important topic of stewardship and the committee and all that we're doing right now and the feasibility study for the future. You're going to be hearing a lot more from Theresa and the Stewardship Committee in the coming weeks and months. And so once again, thank you for joining the Sunday Forum. Keep Emmanuel in your prayers. Bye-bye now.